Hey traders, I just wanted to shoot a short daily recap on my trades that I took today, April 14th. It was a Wednesday, and it looks like my Wednesdays are doing pretty good. What's pretty cool about this new this trading journal platform that I have, kind of gives you a breakdown of data like that. So if I look at my weekly layout, and I started this late March, early April. It looks like Wednesdays are my best days so far. And so it kind of maps out your hourly wins and losses, and then your entry prices and volumes as well. So it'd be interesting to get that data compiled after some time. So yeah, I'll leave a link to a 7-day free trial of this particular journaling software, and it's a subscription, which I think the information you get back really pays for itself in dividends. But yeah, to review my trades, I took 8 trades today. Although for some of them, they're the same ticker at different times. So pins was a couple losses and then a win, the kind of break even almost with a little bit of a gain. So yeah, I accumulated $355 in profit, and I lost about 46. My cumulative losses brings me a total of 308. So not a bad morning, considering I think I got done trading pretty early in the day, but then Coinbase IPO'd, and I can show you a really cool trick on TradingView if you have that software, and how to alert you when an IPO hits, and it's really slick. So stay tuned for that. I'll show you that at the end. The other thing I want to mention is I'm going to start recapping the total return share for the day, which this trading journaling software doesn't do, but I made $2.90 today return. Where share size doesn't matter, I'm going to start looking and journaling what my return on the the dollar basis is, as far as how many points I've made for the day. I think that's important to track, even though like for Coinbase, I only traded 1 share because I'm starting to learn how to trade IPOs, and I just want to take a single share, see where it went, and even if I took 10 shares, you could have easily lost like $100. The thing was just wild today. So yeah, as you can see, I mark my setups here. I use a True Trader reversal strategy. And so I joined a True Trader, which is a bunch of scanners and a chat room and a live Zoom call every morning. And I'll put a link to their stuff in the description too. But I've been using them for a year. I'm a multi-year member, and I love their service. So you go check them out. And then here I log my mistakes too. So this one I didn't follow the plan. This one I had a bad fill where I got a partial fill with only 26 shares, but it was a pretty good return. And then I had some order entry issues with Love. So let's cover Love really quick, because this one was insane. They had pre-market earnings. So if I look at all the shares I bought, the fat finger mistake was really right here where you see a 1-second difference. Click the button twice to buy 200 shares. So, and if we look at the chart, it's just really crazy how fast it tanked. So this is a 1-minute candle here, and I bought here because actually I marked this pre-market as an area of interest, area of support, and man, it just shot right through that, and which is fine. My ad for what I considered that emotional of a move, I was willing to add, and luckily I got a huge ad down here for, I think it was it wasn't that big of an ad. It was 200 shares. Hindsight 2020, actually would have taken more to make my cost basis average better. And then it was hesitating a bit. My average was right about here. My first loss when I took some shares off, just to lighten my size, was just for like $20 or so. Oh, the cats. Hold on a second. I got out there because it just kind of trended down for the rest of the day. So off of bad news, this happened. And it was a great spike. Had a spike down, had I planned it a little bit better and understood what really bad news could do to this company, I would have actually, this is exactly where my next level to buy was. I'm not too sure why I added right here and here. I think it was just an emotional reaction to the crazy spike down and the fact that I got into early. I wanted to have a good average. I thought this was the bottom. So yeah, that one was a mistake where I made money. And that's what could happen in the markets, is you can actually make money on mistakes. But it's good to have a journaling platform like this where you can review your days and your weeks and your months and just have recaps. So the next setup was for pins. This one was interesting because I'm starting to learn, and I've had trouble with this in my trading career, is that I will be stubborn and not stop out and keep adding. On shorts especially, that can be really dangerous because shorts, your potential for loss is unlimited, where usually stocks don't go to zero. A short, if you're short, if you don't know, you make money as the stock goes down. But the stocks have no ceiling, but they do have a floor. So yeah, they can really do some crazy moves. So I tend to stop out in shorts with smaller size. So that's what I did here with 100 shares. It was a tight stop. And I believe there was some, where I got it, there was some capitulation. And then my stop was probably over the highs at some point. And so if I go back to the overall, since we're on the same, these are all in chronological order. I took love actually again for a short, and that's where I got a partial fill using the true trader reversal strategy. And I was able to make money on the way going, reversing on the bottom and also on the top. So that was really great. I just wish I would have got a better fill. That would have been over $100. So back to pins. If I go to pins, here I tried to short again. And it's the same sort of idea. The one thing about this one that I really like to set up was that you see this spike here. It took this chart doesn't show so much volume, but Goose, one of the pros in the True Trader room, he talks about the cause of the spike was obviously high amounts of volume. But if you see a spike occur again on lower volume, then it likely is about to come down. And that's what I thought happened right here. You had a lot lower volume on the higher time frames, and it spiked again. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get in short in this one. But it was just, I had a bad feeling about it. The name seemed really strong, and I just got out. I pretty much got shook out on that one. That really tall spike. I think had I had my order up a little higher, which I didn't expect it to do, then this would have been a perfect short. And then I made another mistake when I got in the third time, but again, I made money on that mistake. So I took short again for pins for almost $1. But I liked my size in both these cases. So I started with 100 shares. I got stopped out. Then I dropped my size to 50, thinking this thing was just going to keep on rallying all day. And then maybe I could have some ads at certain particular levels. So happy with my exit, sort of, but not happy with the share size, perhaps. I don't know. But look at this thing. And one of the strategies I want and I'm trying to implement is leaving enough piece. So not just one entry and one exit. One entry and multiple exits would be ideal. Where I could take a piece off, have my stop above the highs, and then leaving a piece for coming down to the open. This is exactly what happened. I mean, we're talking from, I almost top ticked it at 88.62, all the way down to 84. That would have been awesome. Even if you had 50 shares or 20 shares, that would be really great. So yeah, some of those things I'm trying to implement. But on 50 shares, I mean, to leave 20 on kind of seems pointless, but you could see there how many points that gave. I would actually probably doubled my my return on that one. And then I went long on Riot. So with Riot, small size, small gain, just 50 shares. At this point, I think I was already up over, I was close to $300, which is right around, I want to be around 200, 250 a day. So I was over that and I was happy. So I took smaller size because I saw a great setup. I think this one, it just didn't cooperate, and I got out for, whatever, $20 or 41 cents. Actually, it's not a bad return, but there was a sharp slam into this level, and so I bottom ticked it. I did good there, but it just didn't have much bounce. And hindsight, I probably should, like, this would have been a better occurrence. So I just kind of sawtooth down and then eventually trended down all day. So this actually would have been probably an awesome short opportunity with this spike about 10 minutes after the open. So I don't know if this one gapped down or not, but yeah, you do have to keep an eye on the daily chart to see what this thing is trending. And then Roblox was a call. I think this one was a call in the pro room, so I might have actually categorized this wrong. Let's look at this one. So this one was almost break even, $7 loss, 15 cents on just 50 shares. So again, trading lighter size is a goal that I've had, and I've been able to keep up with that very well. And so this one possibly could have worked out. This is a really nice dip down. I think I got shook out on this one. Definitely could have added or got out a lot later with a stop, let's say below the low, would have been nice. But things were moving kind of fast at that moment and just kind of shook me out for a small loss, which is okay. And then Coinbase, this one was interesting if you're watching at the open, and I will share how in TradingView I have this set up so that I get alerted on IPOs. So I get alerted immediately as they open, which is awesome. So again, I want to trade one share because I didn't know where this thing was going to go, and it was pretty violent at the open. I mean, the thing opened up at $380, and these candles don't give it justice, because when you're got one candle shown and you see this crazy range of, like, I think it was $8 in just a minute, just going up and down like crazy. And then so part of the strategy, which I don't know if it's, I don't know all the ins and outs, so don't take this strategy with 100% confidence, because I'm still working on it, I'm still learning about it. But for instance, I don't know all the criteria, but as soon as the first candle is over, you kind of wait for a break over the highs. And that's usually a good indicator that the thing is going to go up. But I don't know what the take profit and what the rules for managing your risk are for this particular strategy. I would guess if it stopped out, you'd stop out if it goes below the lows, and that would be your stop. So you determine your risk based on that. But I don't know what take profit would be if it's 2-to-1 ratio or 1-to-1 in most cases, or you just watch the tape and you watch the price action. So I don't have a good feel for it, and I'm going to continue to trade IPOs. Got a nice IPO calendar that I'm going to look at every week and just mark these IPOs to see if I can play with that. It's pretty fun because I'm not doing anything but one share or 5 shares. So yeah. Okay, so let me show you exactly how to alert yourself for IPOs. Okay, so I'm in TradingView. This is my trading platform. This is Coin. They IPO'd this morning at 10:25 Pacific time. And TradingView's got this cool rewind feature, so I could do a replay set up right here. Oh, can we do that? Yeah, this is basically what I saw, right? So how do you alert yourself so that you see, if I step through this, you see that first candle, and you can get in on the action right away, and you're not too late. Because I think for my strategy, especially, or the one I'm learning about, it's the second minute is important, breaking over the highs. So what you could do is exit replay mode. Oops, where are we? There we are. Okay, so let's pretend we don't see anything here. What I do here in TradingView is I just set an alert here on the volume, right? And then you can edit it. And here you want to say the volume is greater than value, guess, 0. As soon as the value becomes greater than 0, you alert. And so you can do it, leave it open-ended, no expiration date, only one alert, and then you can notify in the app. So if you're on your phone, taking a dump, you can quickly get off the toilet and come here and trade. You have about a minute to catch that second minute. And also you can send an email, show a pop-up, do a webhook, you do all kinds of crazy stuff. So it would be actually kind of cool to write a script for this, to trade this. So something I could think about. But yeah, that's how you do it, and then it's super simple. Okay, great. So hopefully you learned a lot in this video. If you could, please like, comment, and subscribe, or subscribe, and leave any comments for me if you have any questions or anything. So I'll have a link to the application that I use for journaling, and then a link for the strategies that I use, True Trader strategies, to join if you want. And clicking on those links just helps support the channel. I really appreciate it. There's tools that I use and that I think really help you in your trading journey. Okay, thank you and have a great day. Bye.